कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। हरे कृष्णा। From today, today is very auspicious day, the appearance day of ЩrīlaAdvaita ācārya. He is Advaita. Advaita means non-different. So he is non-different from whom? He is non-different from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he is also taking the position of an ācārya. So from today we will sense the upcoming festival of Shri God Purnima. Advaita Acharya Prabhu appeared 52 years before Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's advent. And Srila Prabhupada says that this Krishna consciousness movement was founded by the call of Sri Advaita Acharya. If Advaita Acharya would not have appeared, Lord Chaitanya would have never appeared. Because it was the loud roaring and calling and crying of Advaita Prabhu that the Supreme Lord had to advent. He had to descend. So there is full chapter which is dedicated to Sri Advaita Prabhu. We won't be able to discuss much, but at least some of the principal verses which is given by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is explaining that what is the position of Sri Advaita Acharya. What is his spiritual position? In Chaitanya Lila, there are three Prabhus. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and Advaita Prabhu. From one of the microphones, some sound is coming. Gopal Prabhu, आपको mute करना पड़ेगा. Gopal, mute कर दीजिए.
हाँ मैं करता हूँ प्रभु.
Okay. So these are also called Prabhu Tray. Tray means three. So these are the three Prabhus because they are all the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Fountainhead, is the very same Lord Shri Krishna. And Nityananda Prabhu is the first expansion of Lord Krishna, who is none other than Balaram. And from Balaram comes the Sankarshan, and then from Sankarshan comes Mahavishnu. So Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadashiv combined. So we will see from, there was, very importantly, Srila Kaviraj Goswami, in the first 7 chapters, he explains the Tattva. Tattva means the truth, the essential truth, the absolute truth. The absolute truth is explained in 5 features. Pancha Tattvam, Atmakam Krishna, Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam, Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam, Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. So the Bhaktavatar is Advaita Acharya. Bhaktavatar, the incarnation of a devotee, is Sri Advaita Acharya. So we will recite from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya, Jayo Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. The glories of ＳrīlaAdvaita ācārya. The truth of Advaita ācārya has been described in 2 verses. It is said that material nature has 2 features, namely the material cause and the efficient cause. It will come. One is called the Nimitt Karan and the other is called the Upadhan Karan. The efficient causal activities are caused by Mahavishnu, and the material causal activities are caused by another form of Mahavishnu known as Advaita. That Advaita, the superintendent of the cosmic manifestation, who is that Advaita? Is Mahavishnu, has descended in the form of Advaita ācārya to associate with Lord Chaitanya. When he is addressed as the servitor of Lord Chaitanya, his glories are magnified. Because unless one is invigorated by this mentality of servitorship, one cannot understand the mellows derived from devotional service to the Supreme Lord Krishna. Very important, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning that unless one is invigorated by this mentality of servitorship, one cannot understand the mellows derived from the devotional service. So, Mahavishnu takes the position of a servant, of a devotee of the Supreme Lord. Vande tam ශ්‍රīමद् ācārya cheshtitam yasya prasadadagnopi tatsvarupam nirupayet. I offer my respectful obeisances to ශ්rīlaAdvaita ācārya, whose activities are all wonderful. Vande tam ශ්‍රīmad-Advaita ācāryam adbhut cheshtitam. Chestita means making some activities or endeavors. So all the activities and endeavors of ශ්‍රīlaAdvaita ācārya are adbhut, amazing. And by his mercy, yasya prasadat agno api. Agno means one who is unintelligent, or here it is said a foolish person. Tat swarupam nirupayet. By his mercy, even a fool can become wise. By his mercy, even a foolish person can describe his characteristics. Jayo Jayo Shri Chaitanya, Jayo Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. 5 श्लोके कहिला श्री नित्यानंद तत्व, श्लोक द्वय कही अद्वैताचार्य महत्व. So पूर्व में in previously in the last chapter it was the glories of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. So in 5 verses that glories of Nityananda Prabhu has been mentioned by Sri Kaviraj Goswami, and says in 2 verses now he will describe about ශ්‍රīlAdvaita ācārya. So what are the 2 verses? Please be very attentive. These are the verses. Mahavishnu jagat karta maya yasrijiti adha tasya avatare vayam advaita charyam ishvara. So the tattva of Advaita Acharya is Lord Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create this cosmic world through the actions of Maya. That is called Srishti. Srishti Lila. Srishti Lila is done by the Purusha avatar. And how it is done? It is done through the material modes. So through the actions of Maya. We are studying. In our Bhakti Vaibhav, we are studying the Srishti Lila. And it is very, very technical. Very technical. Very difficult to keep focus and keep interest. So that difficult task has been given to whom? Is to Advaita Acharya. Second verse. Advaitam harin advaitat Ācāryam bhakti samsanat Bhaktavataram isham tam Advaitacharyam ashraya. So one tattva is what? What is the first tattva of Advaita Acharya? What have we understood so far? Because the next is coming. What is the tattva of Advaita Acharya? Simple. What are you waiting for?
Vishnu Tattva.
Mahavishnu. Not just Vishnu Tattva. He is Mahavishnu. And what is Adbhutam about him? Purushottam? What is so Adbhut about him? बोलो, सुन रहे हो ना?
तो ये क्रिएशन, सृष्टि का क्रिएशन कर।
कैसे बताया? उसमें दोनों एस्पेक्ट बताए। प्रदीप, ध्यान से सुनो, हृदय से सुनो। सुनने के लिए हृदय चाहिए, इनसे नहीं सुन सकते आप। ये सोनिका,
With the help of Maya Devi, Prabhuji.
he is both the nimit cause, he is the efficient cause, and he is the material ingredient cause, both. This is the most important part. Without him, there cannot be any creation. He is the one who is the source, who is the root, who is the foundation of all creation. This is the most adbhut thing. Without him, creation cannot happen. Maya is not sufficient to do creation. Maya is dead. The force which makes the creation happen is Advaita Prabhu. So he is the incarnation of Mahavishnu. This is the first verse. And the second verse, Kaviraj Goswami is explaining that Bhaktavataram Isham Tam Advaitacharyam Ashray. Because he is non-different from Hari, the Supreme Lord, he is called Advaita. And because he propagates the cult of devotion, Acharyam Bhakti Samsanat, he is called Ācārya. He is the Lord and the incarnation of Lord's devotee. He is a Bhakta avatar. Therefore, I take shelter of him. So the Supreme Lord Vishnu, he appears in Chaitanya Leela as a devotee. And what is his Adbhutam Karyam? Is that he teaches how to practice devotional service. So he is Ācārya. He is simultaneously both. So these are the two principal verses which teaches us the tattva of ЩrīlaAdvaita ācārya. Therefore, I take shelter of him. Advaita ācārya Gosai Sakshat Ishvara Yahara Mahima Nahe Jivera Gochara. Sri Advaita Acharya is indeed directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. His glory is beyond the conception of ordinary living being. So normal people, not even for us, we cannot fathom the spiritual position of Sri Advaita Acharya. Mahavishnu Shrishti Kare Jagadadi Karya Tara Avatar Sakshat Advaita Acharya. Mahavishnu performs all the functions for the creation of this universe. Sri Advaita Acharya is his direct incarnation. Ye Purusha Shrishti Sthiti Karena Mayaya Ananta Brahmanda Shrishti Karena Lilaya. The Purusha creates and maintains with his external energy. You all know. Mahavishnu, Karnodakshayi Vishnu, Garbhodakshayi Vishnu, and Shirodakshayi Vishnu. All the three Vishnus, they perform the Srishti Leela, creation. He creates innumerable universes in his pastimes. Ikshaya Ananta Murti Karena Prakash Ek Ek Murti Karena Brahmanda Pravesha. So from the Mahavishnu or from the Karnodakshayi Vishnu, there are unlimited number of planets which comes out from the pores. When there is the exhalation, the planets come out, and where is the inhalation, the planets get in. And then he expands further. By his will, he manifests himself in unlimited forms, and in which he enters each and every universe. So which Vishnu is this? Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. He enters into each. Say Purushera Amsa Advaita Nahi Kichu Bheda Sharira Visheshe Tara Nahika Vicheda. Sri Advaita Acharya is a plenary part of that Purusha, and so he is not different from him. Indeed, Sri Advaita Acharya is not separate, but is another form of the Purusha. It is not different from Mahavishnu. Sahai Karena Tara Lai Pradhan Koti Brahmand Karena Ikshai Nirman. So Sahai Karena Tara Lai Pradhan. So Advaita Acharya helps in the pastimes of the Purusha, which is for creation, with whose material energy and by whose will He creates innumerable universes. So Pradhan gets transformed into Mahatattva and the creation begins. Very beautiful verse. This is the verse that we should memorize. Jagata Mangala Advaita Mangal Gunadham Mangal Charitra Sada Mangal Yarana. Jagat Mangala Advaita. So everything became auspicious. How? By the advent of Advaita ācārya. Why? Because he advented, and because of his advent, it was possible for the Supreme Lord to advent. So Jagata Mangala Advaita. He did the world a favor by making the world auspicious. And Mangal Gunadham. And he has all the auspicious qualities or attributes, so that this world, which is the world of suffering, it has transformed into become a dham. He is the abode of all saintly and good qualities. Mangala Charitra Sada. His characteristics is auspicious. Mangalyarana. And even his name spells the auspiciousness for everyone. Being the reservoir of all auspicious attributes, ＳrīlaAdvaita ācārya is all auspicious for the world. His characteristics, activities, and names are all auspicious. Prabhupada gives the purport. ＳrīlaAdvaita Prabhu, who is an incarnation of Mahavishnu, is an ācārya or teacher. Who was his student? Who was the student of Advaita ācārya Prabhu? Prominent student of Advaita ācārya Prabhu? Devadatta?
Srila Haridas Thakur Prabhuji.
No, Haridas Thakur was never the student of Advaita ācārya Prabhu. One very prominent student in Chaitanya Leela. रविंद्र प्रभु, कहाँ है आप लोग? देख नहीं रहे हो? अभी देखे आप, दर्शन अभी हुआ। दर्शन है पवित्र करो। आंसर दो। प्रियंका?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्ण, बोलिए। हाँ, वो तो
मुकुंद चंद्रशेखर आचार्य।
कुछ नहीं, ये सब बकवास है, कुछ पता नहीं है। देखो आ गया, मैं सोच रहा था आज रम्या सुन नहीं रही है। हाँ, उसकी तबीयत नहीं ठीक थी। बोलो, आपका हाथ उठा हुआ है, मंत्र ऑफ लाइफ।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी।
हाँ, आंसर आ गया, बोलो।
प्रभु जी विश्वरूप।
यस, परफेक्ट आंसर। विश्वरूप, द एल्डर ब्रदर ऑफ लॉर्ड चैतन्य। हम लोग गए थे ना, भूल गए अद्वैत भवन कितनी दूर है योगपीठ से? हाउ फार इज अद्वैत भवन फ्रॉम योगपीठ? जहां हम स्टे करते हैं श्रीवास ठाकुर के घर में, उसके उसके जस्ट लगा हुआ तो है अद्वैत भवन। बाउंड्री तो सेम ही है, योगपीठ के पास है। तो विश्वरूप हमेशा ही यूज्ड टू गो टू अद्वैता प्रभु's हाउस and he used to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. And what happened? Advaita ācārya was grust, but he made sannyasis. He preached so that Vishwarup became sannyasi. And when he took sannyas, Mother Sachi was very, very upset. And she criticized Advaita. He says his name is Advaita, but his actions are not Advaita. Why? Because he has caused the difference between me and my son. My son has left me and taken sannyas. So he should not be called Advaita. He should be called Dvaita. And Mahaprabhu took it very seriously. Mahaprabhu did not allow even Sachi Devi to receive Krishna Prem. He said, why? Because you have offended my devotee, Advaita. So whoever was the student of Advaita ācārya, he went to the topmost position. The praman is Vishwarup. रम्या, अभी ठीक है आप? Your health is okay?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी। प्रभु जी ठीक हूँ।
आप रेस्ट करो। ये कहाँ है? दयाशील प्रभु कहाँ है?
यहाँ कहीं है।
नहीं है? अच्छा, ठीक है, वेरी गुड, थैंक यू। He is an ācārya or teacher. And what he teaches? He teaches the highest goal of achievement for human form of life is loving devotional service. All his activities and all other activities of Vishnu are auspicious. Anyone who can view all auspiciousness in the pastimes of Lord Vishnu also becomes auspicious. See, very important. Anyone who can view the all auspiciousness in the pastimes of Lord Vishnu also becomes auspicious. That is the purpose of going for yatra. To view the all auspiciousness in the pastimes of Lord Vishnu or Krishna. Thus, one can become auspicious simultaneously. Therefore, since Lord Vishnu is the fountainhead of all auspiciousness, anyone who is attracted by the devotional service of the Lord Vishnu can render the greatest service to human society. Rejected persons of the material world who refuse to understand pure devotional service as the eternal function of the living entities and as actual liberation of the living being from the conditioned life become bereft of all devotional service because of their poor fund of knowledge. So to remove this ignorance, Advaita Prabhu took the position of an ācārya and he taught them the highest beneficial point of performing devotional service. In the teaching of Advaita Prabhu, there is no question of fruitive activities or impersonal liberation. Bewildered by the spell of the material energy, however, persons who could not understand that Advaita Prabhu is not different from Vishnu wanted to follow him with their impersonal conceptions. The attempt of Advaita Prabhu to punish them is also auspicious. Lord Vishnu and his activities can bestow all good fortune, directly and indirectly. In other words, being favored by Lord Vishnu and being punished by Lord Vishnu are one and the same, because all the activities of Vishnu are absolute. According to some, Mangal was another name of Advaita Prabhu. As the causal incarnation of Lord Vishnu's incarnation for a particular occasion, he is the supply agent or ingredient in material nature. However, he is upadan karan, upadan. However, he is never to be considered material. All his activities are spiritual. Anyone who hears about the glories of him becomes glorified himself. For such activities, one free one from all kinds of misfortune. One should not invest any material contamination or impersonalism in the Vishnu form. Everyone should try to understand the real identity of Lord Vishnu, for by such knowledge one can attain the highest stage of perfection. Koti amsha koti shakti koti avatar ete laya sraja purusha sakala samsar. Mahavishnu creates the entire material world with millions of his parts, energies and incarnation. Maya aiche dui amsha nimit upadan Maya nimit hitu upadana pradhan Purusha ishware aiche dui murti hoya Vishnu Srishti kare nimit upadan laya. So just as the external energy consists of two parts, the efficient cause, the nimitta, and the material cause, the upadan. Maya being the efficient cause and pradhan the material cause. So Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, assumes two forms to create the material world with the efficient and the material cause. This is the long purport. I will not take this. Prabhupada is talking about the Srishti. It's a very, very long purport. I'll move forward. You can study on your own. Apane Purusha Vishwe Nimitta Karana Advaita Rupa Upadana Hoya Narayana. Lord Vishnu is himself the efficient Nimit cause of the material world. And Narayan in the form of Advaita is the material cause Upadan. Nimitamsha karete ho mayate ikshana upadana advaita karena brahmanda sarjana. Lord Vishnu in his efficient aspect glances over the material energy. So he is the efficient cause. Or it is called the nimitta kara. And Sri Advaita has the material cause creates the material world. That the pradhan becomes transformed into Mahatattva. And from that, the three modes appear. Of course, the gross, the subtle tattva of ahankar also appears. Yadyapi sankhya mane pradhana karana jada hoite kabhu nahi jagata sirjana. Although the Sankhya philosophy accepts that the material ingredients are the cause, the creation of the world never arises from dead matter. Nija srishti shakti prabhu sanchare pradhan Ishware shakte tabi hoite nirman. The Lord infuses the material ingredients with his own creative potency. Then by the power of the Lord, creation takes place. Advaita rupe kare shakti sancharana ateva advaita hoye na mukhya karana. In the form of Advaita, he infuses the material ingredients with creative energy. Therefore, Advaita is the original cause of creation. Advaita ācārya koti brahmandera karta और एक एक मूर्ति ब्रह्मांडेरा भरता. Sri Advaita Acharya is the creator of millions and millions of universe. And by his expansion, that Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, he maintained each and every universe. How is the creator of millions and millions of universe? As Mahavishnu. From the each pores of Mahavishnu comes unlimited universes. Sei Narayanera Mukhya Anga Advaita Anga Shabde Amshe Kare Kahe Bhagavata. Sri Advaita in his principal limb, Anga of Narayan. Srimad Bhagavatam speaks of the limb Anga as a plenary portion, Amsha. You know what is Amsha? Is a plenary portion and the other is Kala. Kala is the portion of the plenary portion. Narayanastvam nahi sarvdehinam atmasya adi shakhila loka sakshi narayano angam narabhujalayanat tacchapi satyam natava eva maya. O Lord of Lords, you are the seer of the creations. You are indeed everyone's dearest life. Are you not therefore my father Narayan? Narayan refers to one whose abode is in the water, born from Nara, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And Narayan is your plenary portion. All your plenary portions are transcendental, they are absolute and not creations of Maya. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Amshana kahaya kene kaha tara anga amsha hoite anga yate hoye antaranga. Why has Sri Advaita Acharya been called a limb and not a part? The reason is that the limb implies greater intimate. Mahavishnu Ramsa Advaita Gunadham Ishwaraya Bhedate Advaita Purnanam. Sri Advaita, who is the reservoir of virtues, is the main limb of Mahavishnu. His full name is Advaita, for he is identical in all respects with the Lord. Purve Aiche Kaila Sarva Vishwera Shri Jana Avatari Kaila Ebe Bhakti Pravartana. He had formerly created all the universes. Now he has descended to introduce the path of bhakti. So this is a tattva. So who is the person Advaita Acharya? Srila Kaviraj Goswami is establishing he is the same person who is the principal personality in Srishti Lila, creation. And now he has come to introduce the path of bhakti. Why? Jivan Nistarile Krishna Bhakti Karidan Gita Bhagavate Kaila Bhaktira Vyakhyan. He delivered all living beings by offering the gift of Krishna Bhakti. This is his greatest contribution that he gives the Krishna Bhakti. And how? He explained the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam in the light of devotional service. Although Sri Advaita Prabhu is the incarnation of Vishnu for the welfare of the conditioned soul, he manifested himself as the servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And throughout all his activities, he showed himself to be an eternal servitor. Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda also manifested the same principle, although they also belong to the category of Vishnu. If Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda and Advaita Prabhu had exhibited their all-powerful Vishnu potencies within this material world, people would have become greatest impersonalists, monists, and self-worshippers than they had already become under the spell of this age. Therefore, the personality of Godhead and his different incarnations and forms played the parts of devotees to instruct the conditioned souls how to approach the transcendental stage of devotional service. Advaita Acharya especially intended to teach the conditioned souls about devotional service. The word ācārya means teacher. The special function of such a teacher is to make people Krishna conscious. A bona fide teacher following in the footsteps of Advaita Acharya has no other business than to spread the principles of Krishna consciousness all over the world. The real qualification of an Acharya is that he presents himself as the servant of the Supreme. Such a bona fide Acharya can never support the demonic activities of atheistic men who present themselves as God. It is the main business of an Acharya to defy such impostor posing as God before the innocent people. Bhakti upadeshe vinu tara nahi karya teva nama hoila Advaita Acharya. So since he had no other occupation than to teach devotional service, his name is Advaita Acharya. Vaishnavera Guru Teno Jagatere Arya Dui Naam Milane Hoila Advaita Acharya. He is the spiritual master of all devotees and is the most revered personality in the world. This is one tattva. By the combination of these two names, his name is Advaita Acharya. And second is that he is not different from Mahavishnu. And he is the one who facilitates the Srishti Leela. Sri Advaita Acharya is prime spiritual master of all the Vaishnavas. He is worshipable by all Vaishnavas. Vaishnavas must follow in the footsteps of Advaita Acharya. And by so doing, one can actually engage in the devotional service of the Lord. Daya karo Sita Pati Advaita Gosai. Tava kripa bale pae Sri Chaitanya Nitai. Where is the bala coming from? Where is the strength? The spiritual strength we can have only if we have Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu's mercy. Why? Because he is a spiritual master. Without having the mercy of the spiritual master, one can never have any spiritual success. What to speak of having any mercy from Krishna? There are many, many pastimes of Advaita Prabhu. There is so much to speak. 2 years back, on this day, I gave class. Some of the pastimes I have narrated there, but today time is less and there are many things to wrap up. Tomorrow we are going for Yatra. So we beg to Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu that the purpose for his coming is to give the purest sentiment of servitorship to the Supreme Lord and his devotees. So how he showed by his own example. He is Mahavishnu, the highest position in this world. And what are we? What position do we have? We have no position. But the best position to take is the position of being the servant. So we pray to him to give us strength and give us intelligence so that we can accept his instructions and make our life successful. Sri Advaita Acharya Avirbhav Tithi Mahamotsav ki jai. Srila Prabhupada की जय. आप में से किसी को कुछ कहना है तो बोलिए अद्वैत प्रभु के बारे में. Anyone wants to contribute? Or if you have any question. Yes, Madan Swarup Prabhu.
कृष्ण जी, गुरु महाराज का एक लेक्चर था, उसमें मतलब गुरु महाराज ने बोला कि वो he appeared 35 years before appearance of Mahaprabhu.
नहीं 52 ईयर 52 ईयर से कंफर्म्ड है. बहुत सारे शास्त्रों में दिया है. भक्ति रत्नाकर में दिया है. हाँ, जहाँ जहाँ लिखा हुआ है. हो सकता है आपको बोल को महाराज का वो लेक्चर फिर से सुनना पड़ेगा. मुझे जितना पता है वो 52 ईयर्स एग्जैक्ट है. उनका बर्थ ईयर मैं
ठीक।
बता सकता हूँ.
52 years means 1434
एक सेकेंड.
AD.
appearance. 1434. Saptami today, Shukla Paksh Magh in Navagram near Silat. Father is Sri Kuber Pandit and mother is Sri Nabha Devi. Gaur Gunadesh Deepika gives the confirmation. So that Pramana is there. He appears 52 years before. Shivas Pandit is 35 years before. Shivas Thakur.
Right.
So you have to hear again. Yes, Sonika.
आज ही मैंने सुना था।
दोबारा सुनिए, दोबारा सुनिए। 52 years तो कंफर्म है, बस डेट है, प्रमाण भी है।
ठीक है।
बोलिए सोनिका।
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji,
Hare
in
Krishna.
25th Payar, it was told that ЩrīlaAdvaita ācārya has been called as limb,
Yeah.
not as part. So what does it mean, Prabhuji? Means which
Was
limb?
mentioned is more important. What limb he is of Mahavishnu? He is the one through which he does the Srishti Leela. He is the ingredient caused. There are the two causes, Nimit Karan and the Upadan Karan. So the Nimit Karan is Mahavishnu. That is the efficient cause. And the Upadan Karan, which is the ingredient cause, that is Advaita Ācārya. I'll give you one example. Like you have seen a pot. So how is the pot made? Pot is made with mud, with clay. But clay is the ingredient cause. But the pot is made by the potter. Without the potter, the clay cannot transform into become a pot. So the potter, Kumhar, what is the efficient cause? And the clay, mitti, is the ingredient cause. So without the combination of both, it cannot happen. So Srishti also, the Kaviraj Goswami is explaining, there are always two causes. One is called the efficient cause, which is the Nimit Karan, and the other is the Upadan Karan, which is the ingredient cost. So which Amsha is the ingredient cost, the Upadan Karan. Okay? It was there, it was already there in all the payars. Hare Krishna. Boliye Manoram ji. Unmute and speak.
Yes, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. It was clear, Prabhuji, this Nimit Karan and efficient cause. I was little bit searching in-depth meaning. So you have spoken about, Prabhuji. This pot and potter example is perfect, Prabhuji, to understand.
It is all coming from Shastra. As I heard it, as I have assimilated, it took time for me also to understand. Previously, I used to get confused. ये क्या है वो? Efficient cause, ingredient cause, उपादान, निमित्त कारण, ये सब क्या है? लेकिन धीरे धीरे क्लियर हो गया. अभी भी क्लियर कर रहे हैं, हुआ नहीं है. ये नहीं कह सकते कि हो गया तो स्वीकार हो गया होता. अभी भी स्टिल बहुत सारा क्लाउड कवर है, अभी गया नहीं है. अभी हम सुन रहे हैं ना सृष्टि लीला. मैं यही समझ रहा हूँ कि जब मैं पढ़ाऊंगा तो पढ़ाऊंगा कैसे. बहुत मुश्किल है, और समझना बहुत ही मुश्किल है. हरे कृष्णा. ठीक है, थैंक यू वेरी मच. श्री अद्वैताचार्य प्रभु आविर्भाव तिथि महामहोत्सव की जय. श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय. श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद. अच्छा, यू हैव वन मोर क्वेश्चन? No?
No, Prabhuji.
Take rest. Tomorrow morning we have to wake up. Hare Krishna. Yeah.